is Monday morning, March 2nd. Thank you for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Friedman.
And I'm Dan Schrack. We've got a lot to get to this morning, but first, we want to have a look at some of the news you need to know.
Stephanie Joseph is live in the newsroom right now. She's taking a look at some of our headlines this Monday morning. Steph?
Hey guys, we do begin with areas in the Middle East on high alert this morning over potential strikes following joint action in the Middle East from the U.S. and Israel. Now on Saturday, the U.S. launched a large-scale attack across Iran, killing 48 leaders, including Iran's supreme leader. Central Command says 4 Americans were killed and multiple others seriously injured. President Trump says more deaths are likely as this fight continues, and he told the New York Times the conflict could last another 4 to 6 weeks. An investigation is ongoing after 2 16-year-olds were shot on Lake Avenue near Charlotte Sunday. One of them has life-threatening injuries. Right now, officers are working to figure out the moments leading up to that shooting. As of this morning, no suspects are in custody. Anyone with information should call 911. A boil water advisory is still in effect in the town of Ontario after a water main break. It happened on Knickerbocker Road near Lake Road around 4 yesterday. As a result, people are being asked to boil their water before drinking or using it, and we'll be sure to let you know once that advisory is lifted. Happening today, the Jewish holiday of Purim begins. Celebrations start this evening, commemorating the salvation of the Jewish people in Persia 2,300 years ago. Here in Rochester, the Jewish Federation is hosting a carnival later tonight. More information can be found on their website. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph, thank you very much.
Now let's get a look at what we have brewing for you over the course of the next 2 hours, starting with a special celebration of National Read Across America Week. This morning, we're shining a light on the power of books and how literacy shapes young minds. We're going to be joined by children's speech-language pathologist, maybe they can help me with that word, to learn how parents can encourage a love of reading early on.
Then we're continuing to preview Downtown Restaurant Week, one dish at a time. This morning we'll be joined by representatives from Farmhouse Table. They'll be bringing in a sweet treat that you can get during this year's celebration.
You know, it's never a good thing when the story is about reading and you can't read it.
Isn't that always how it goes, though? I can't tell you how many times we've done that. Something about literacy.
It really is. Really is. And later, it's high school music season, and this year, Palmac is bringing all that jazz to the stage. The cast members for the upcoming production of Chicago Teen Edition will join us in studio with a preview.
Before all of that, a check of our forecast this Monday morning. Cold temperatures still sticking around today, but we will see some breaks of sunshine and spoiler alert, warm up on the way as we head into the 7-day. Meteorologist Marty Snyder tracking it out for us. At least
That's not even written.
That wasn't reading. That was just me talking.
It's just a Monday. It's excusable. We all know that. But yeah, it's all right. We're starting off with some sunshine. So that's the good news for the start of the day. The not so good news is it's a really cold start for this time of year, starting off with only 14 degrees for that latest air temperature reading. And we're seeing a lot of temperatures rise back into the teens, some still in the single digits. And even though those numbers just updated there, still only 8 in Cohocton, 7 in Grove, 7 in Warsaw. So these numbers are trying to come up, but it's just going to be a really slow move to get these numbers to increase as we head through the day today. We'll see a fair increase numerically, but still it's going to be a cold afternoon for early March. We'll be back into the upper 20s for highs today, but like Abby mentioned, we're going to see these numbers really move as we head through the week. A gradual increase over the next few days. Pretty good increase tomorrow, about 39 then. May pick up a couple showers later tomorrow. Back into the 40s for highs for Wednesday and Thursday. We continue on up as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Likely 50s become a little more common for that time frame. Maybe a little rain involved here and there, so not quite perfect, but still a lot better than what we have been seeing. Nice upward trend in temperatures as we head deeper into the week, guys.
Can we put in requests quickly?
You can try.
Okay, because this Saturday we've got something going on indoors.
Yeah.
The following Saturday, we are all outside.
Outdoors.
In the elements.
Yes.
For the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Yes.
And we need some decent weather. Last year's was nice. It started to rain at the very end, but then stopped.
Yep.
And I think it all was fine.
Honestly, like lowest that I would accept would be like the 40s. Like, like that would be okay. Wouldn't be great, but it'd be okay.
And the sneak peek is we're likely going to be somewhere in that range. Not going to be as warm as this Saturday, but you know, I've been out there with a battery-powered coat on and things like that before in the past, so at least it's probably not going to be that sharply cold.
Yeah.
I'll put this offer out there, Marty. if you can fulfill that request, I will let you do the hair color.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
You can do green and orange.
Okay.
You can do half and half. We'll go
Wait,
right down
wait.
the middle.
So this would be me doing your hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it gets above 60, can we do the mustache too?
Oh,
Okay.
I was considering the mustache part of the hair.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Ooh, this is tempting. I'm gonna see what I can do.
Okay.
I got some buttons to press here. I don't know which one will work, but I can start working. I got a couple weeks.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go off the top. We'll start with some of the things that have piqued our interest this morning. I'll begin. First of all, hey, I'm happy that you're back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Happy to have you. The mockery of meteorologist Mark McLean was significantly lacking last week. Hey, the viewers appreciated that for sure, but it did make for some relatively boring commercial breaks. I'm not going to lie to you. Rory, you can scroll. Thank you very much. People think that we can be a little too mean to Mark. But I think that if the viewers in Wichita Falls in Texas ever saw our weather segments, they might have a heart attack. KFDX news anchor Carney Porter and chief meteorologist Michael Bowling have gone viral on social media for their on-air interaction. So much so that the two have actually had to address the situation and say, there's no bad blood, there are no hard feelings, we were just messing around. The back and forth between the two happened during the 10 o'clock news. Take a look at this video.
But something that is in the not so distant future that we can forecast is Midland weather radio.
You don't have any rain in the forecast?
In the next few days. But in the next few days, we have Midland weather radio day.
I just said a second ago we have rain in the forecast.
Well, not until this weekend, right?
Well, the day of the event I have rain.
Well, I'm not talking. I'm talking like 3 or 4 days.
It's coming. Actually, the rain chance is coming before
Stop
the
trying
event.
to correct people and just do your job.
I just don't know why you don't listen to me. Anyways, take a look
Because you're
outside.
boring.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay, so it's...
Anyways, Midland weather radio day.
If this is the first time that the viewers have actually heard these two talk to each other like that, I can understand why it might be a little startling, especially for the evening news. On-air talent tends to be a little bit more serious. Mm-hmm. The quotes that hit people especially hard there included, "Stop trying to correct people and just do your job." "I don't know why you don't listen to me," and "Because you're boring." The comments were wild on social media. A lot of people assuming that there was romantic tension between the two. I don't know why I went like that. I'm sorry.
Well, because we probably get that too.
We do. Both shared social media posts explaining that they were just messing around. Let's pull up the social media comments first. This was her social media post. I think maybe we have the viewer comments that I sent in, though. If we could pull those up in just a second. There we go. One person wrote, "That wasn't a forecast, that was a divorce filing in real time. You can tell they've had this exact same argument in the break room every day for 3 years." Another person goes on to say, "There was no hot mic or anything. There's always playful banter between all of them. Yes, I unfortunately have lived in Wichita Falls all of my life." And then another person writing in, "This is like in the airplane movie when the overhead voices in the airport, male and female, are doing announcements and stuff, and then the voices start arguing with each other." Movie was hilarious. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
The blue lane is for parking only. No, the red lane is... Anyways, long story short, the meteorologist posted on social media and said, "I think it's time for us to just drop the gloves already. I'm going to address this one more time for folks who still aren't sure. The video going around is just how we mess with each other. We tend to lose track of the fact that we're on TV at 10 p.m. We're tired just like you. Sometimes we go over the top. Carney and I are super close. Carney and I love each other like family. I promise you that. Anytime you hear us bicker, we're just messing with each other, because at the end of the day, we always have each other's backs." So true, though. Mm-hmm. And I think, one of the things that people forget is how much time people in TV spend with each other. It is all day, every day. There is not a lot of time where you're not with the other person.
Yeah.
It becomes like siblings.
Yes.
You really become like siblings with one another, which means bickering. But also, it's funny. If I called you boring, we call Mark boring all the time.
Yeah.
People are used to it,
I think you have called me boring at some point. Although I don't know how. I'm not a boring
You've
person.
called me boring before.
Have I?
Because I've been boring.
Well,
If the shoe fits.
if the shoe fits, put it on. No, but you're absolutely right. Just looking at our television landscape, here at 13 and Fox Rochester, we're literally sitting next to each other for 5 hours every morning.
Elbow to elbow.
Elbow to elbow. And before that, we sit next to each other in the newsroom for 5 hours, elbow to elbow. And then after the show, we're going to go and sit next to each other in the newsroom for another couple of hours. So much so that we say the same things sometimes.
In the same way.
At the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
And
becomes
then
frightening.
You do all of that, and then you go home, and you have meteorologist Mark McLean walking past your house all the time.
Looking in your windows?
There's no escaping. No escaping.
No. We are a screwed up little family,
Yeah.
just like everybody else.
Just like everybody else. And you know what?
It's all love. Honestly,
it is all love. We all need to relax. I thought that was so mild for those news anchors, for the anchor and the meteorologist.
Amateur hour.
Come on.
They
Make
must
them cry. Make them cry.
New to the business. New to the business. I have always said I can't make fun of someone if I have an ill feeling toward them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's wrong. Yeah. I will make fun of the people I love all day, every day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We love you, Mark.
We love you.
Woo!
Oh, he just kissed us the bird.
Sweet.
All right, let's move along to mine. For my off the top this morning, I want to talk about a settlement over some wild allegations of harassment from the top brass at eBay. But first, you need to understand how this whole nightmare started. So David and Ina Steiner are a couple from Massachusetts. They ran this little online newsletter, or a newspaper called E-commerce Bites. They started it in 1999. Remember when e-commerce kind of exploded? It eventually grew to about 600,000 monthly readers.
Wow.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Most were everyday people trying to sell stuff and make a living on eBay. The Steiners just reported facts. They covered policy changes within the company. They covered executive pay packages. They gave sellers a voice. But that's exactly what got them in trouble. In 2019, eBay's then CEO, Devin Vennick, shared a link to an article Ina had written, and it was about his salary. His chief communications officer responded by writing back, "We are going to crush this lady." What? Now, this is, they have the emails and the text messages. About a month later, Vennick sent a text that simply said, "Take her down." She's a lady with a little online newspaper, with a blog.
Oh my God.
And eBay wants to take her down. He then texted eBay's head of security and wrote, "I want to see ashes, as long as it takes whatever it takes." And whatever it takes turned out to be quite a lot. eBay sent their head of global security to do the dirty work. A former CIA employee was mobilized his team. And what followed, not a good PR strategy. It was a coordinated physical and psychological assault on this couple at their home. First came the packages: live cockroaches, live spiders, a funeral wreath, a bloody Halloween pig mask, a book about how to survive the death of your spouse. And then came the call that Ina Steiner said made her heart sink. Someone told them they could not fulfill an order for a wet specimen. That wet specimen was a pig fetus. And it did not stop there. Pornographic images with the Steiners' name on them were mailed to their neighbors' homes. Their home address was posted online with announcements inviting strangers to come over for sex parties and yard sales. eBay employees from California flew to Massachusetts to physically surveil the couple in person.
Oh my gosh.
The whole thing, though, unraveled when David Steiner noticed he was being followed, so he snapped a picture of the vehicle, got the license plate. Local police traced it to a rental car checked out by an eBay employee. 7 eBay workers were eventually, pled guilty. One got nearly 5 years in prison for this. And in 2024, eBay itself was criminally charged and agreed to pay $3 million, the maximum fine allowed by law. But the Steiners, no. They said, no. You don't get to do this as a billion-dollar company and think that's all. So they held out for more. And last week, they finally settled their civil lawsuit. The terms weren't disclosed. We don't know how much, but they'd been seeking nearly $500 million in damages. Ina Steiner said it best when she called the whole thing corporate terrorism. Calculated, vicious, and aimed directly at silencing 2 people who were just doing their jobs.
This is insane.
Nuts.
Oh my gosh.
No, so needless to say, none of those people work for eBay anymore and probably are struggling to find jobs elsewhere. But that's what happens when you.
That. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, like you said, little mom and pop newsletter. How many viewers?
600,000 readers.
600,000. Okay. But you take that into consideration.
But you got 350 million people in the country.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being that butthurt by someone saying something stupid about you?
No.
That you take action like this? You don't realize your positioning in the game?
And I can't imagine that the original article posted about this guy's salary was like that troublesome, right? I mean, for somebody to go to those
length.
Yeah.
No. So he's
a bigger person.
Sounds like everyone though is getting what they deserves, and I would love the Steiners.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
By all, you enjoy that. Spend it wisely, and if you're looking for two new friends,
Hey, here we are.
we're here.
Hey, much more to get to here on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're going to check in with Chris Lopez. He's live in the ring this morning with students at Aquinas.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. ARC Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break. .19 this Monday. Boxing has a long history at the Aquinas Institute. They are home to one of the few remaining high school boxing programs in the country, and the gloves are coming off once again.
Yeah, fighters are preparing for a legendary local event, and this Friday marks the 94th annual Mission Bouts. Students will step into the ring to test their skills, their grit, and their determination. Chris Lopez is at Aquinas this morning. He's watching the training and getting a feel for all the action. Chris?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, last time we checked back in with you, they were sparring, so they were in the ring, they were throwing punches to the body, not too heavy. That's what Coach Josh tried to make them go, which don't hurt yourselves before that bout on Friday. Right now, some of the kids, they're doing conditioning. They're working on the abdominals to make sure that when they get punched in the stomach, that they can handle it and they won't go down. You told me something spectacular before we started this live shot. How do you feel about conditioning?
Hate it.
How come you hate conditioning?
It hurts.
It hurts? What hurts worse? These abs or if you get punched in the stomach?
Hurt more.
Yeah.
These abs.
Oh, he had to think about it, though. He was about to say getting punched in the stomach. I'm going to let you get back to it. Conditioning, abs, back, arms, running. You have to do it. If not, you're probably, unless you're incredibly talented, you're probably going to lose in the ring. So I'm here with Coach Henry. They're up against the wall doing a ton of, looks like ab conditioning. How important is that in terms of the training for boxing?
It's very important because when you get punched in the stomach, the muscles, if you tighten them up, it's easier to take that punch than if you're loose and flabby and then you're out of breath and you get up a creek real fast without a paddle if you don't have good abs.
I talked to one of the students. He said he hates conditioning. Is that par for the course for everyone, or is he just an oddball?
No, that's par for the course. It's not everyone's favorite cup of tea, but when they get in the ring and they're in the middle of that fight, they definitely appreciate it then.
What is a typical conditioning routine for these guys and girls?
So right now we are doing a 3-minute ab gauntlet. We also have a 5-minute ab lab. There's a push-up pyramid that features 30 push-ups with several different types of push-ups. And then there's always the road work of running 15 minutes or more.
And then did these kids take to it pretty easily when you first started conditioning to them, or was there a lot of growth since then?
There's been tons and tons of growth. Coach Josh and I have gradually worked up the running from about 5 minutes to 15, and then on top of that, we taught them boxing first.
Okay.
Showed them how hard it was to spar being not conditioned, and then they started taking on.
I like that theory. Was the conditioning the same as when you were boxing, or have you guys switched it up a little bit?
We've switched it up quite a bit. Back when I was here, there was like 3 15-minute runs and 2 sets of like hundreds of push-ups.
That was under Coach Dom.
That was under Coach Dom. Coach Dom worked us really well, and we had to switch it up to change with the times, and I think we're doing a pretty good job. We got a bigger turnout this year, and we're very pleased.
You told me you doubled the turnout from last year.
Yes.
So there was half the kids participating last year. How does that make you guys feel that you've had this good of a turnout?
We are very, very proud and very, very happy. Ultimately, extremely excited to see how they do Friday night.
And then what's it like to be the first coach, you and Coach Josh, after the legendary Coach Dom? I mean, he had the program for 30-something years?
45, somewhere around
45.
there.
Long legacy, and now you guys are taking over.
Well, those are huge shoes to fill, so that's why we got each other. There's 2 of us to do what the great Coach Dom did.
And then coming up on Friday, do you want those kids, win or lose, what do you want the kids to take away from Friday?
Not so much the winning or losing. It's about the journey of training and getting in this great physical shape and taking the lumps along the way of, some bad spars, some different things like that, and growing from it, learning from it. So as long as they take that into when they leave here, learning from your mistakes, getting better every day, and it's not about beating the next guy next to you. It's about doing better than what you did before.
Thank you so much. We're going to be talking to Coach Josh and Coach Henry coming up at about 8:40. 94th annual Mission Bouts taking place this Friday. Doors open at 6:30. First bouts at 7. Back to you guys in the studio for now. We're looking at trophies coming up next.
No, coming up next, I'm challenging him. You're getting challenged.
Yeah, I want to see a kid kick Chris's butt.
I know.
That's what I want to see.
I know. You were going to say something else there. Hey, don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's time for Weather Trivia.
Meteorologist Mark McLean will join us after this. 26. Welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean joining us now. Mark, not a bad forecast.
Not a bad forecast. Is it Dan approved?
This is a Dan approved
back,
forecast.
by the way.
Thank you.
You know what, though?
This is great.
This is great. Look at how well rested. Look at how refreshed. Look at how positive. I'm going to give it till tomorrow afternoon. Actually, pause. Wednesday. The Wednesday meeting, it's all going to go down.
It's all going to come out. It's going to be.
You know me too well. We spend that much time together.
Yep. But it is a decent forecast.
It is.
Talking about a cold start to the month of March for Western New York, and so far not snowy, but we need to talk about some of this for weather trivia the next few days. What do you think the snowiest March day ever was in Rochester?
I don't want to think about it.
I know. We can start thinking about other things soon, but was it 22.3 inches on March 4th, 1999?
Holy.
29.8 on March 1st, 1900? 18.4 on March 6, 1999, or 17.5 on March 11th, 1992. You see, what happens this time of the year? The Gulf opens up with moisture down to the south. We start to get bigger storm systems, and it feeds into some of this cold air that's still lingering. Oh, by the way, it's also meteorological spring.
Hey!
Yes!
All right, it is. It started yesterday, even though it doesn't feel like it, but
hey, it will.
It will.
It will very soon.
All right, so that's the trivia for this morning. It's up on Facebook. Take a guess there, and we'll have the answer for you, of course.
Before you continue on with the rest of the forecast, this week, do you think we're going to see anything start popping out of the ground?
I looked this morning. The ground is still frozen solid on our front bed. The little crocus, the little snowdrops have not started to come up yet.
Okay.
By us. But if you have a south-facing wall on your house
you might.
that's well protected, today would be one of those days to look. Also tomorrow, at some point this week, we want to see some flower pictures.
Yeah.
Yep, the little bulbs.
All right,
up.
sorry, you can continue.
No, it's because of this. That's the reason why it's been cold. It was a two-faced February. Look at this. The first 10 days were almost record cold for Rochester, and then the last 2 weeks really kind of turned around. So the month ended up about 4 degrees colder than normal. And speaking of colder than normal, it was 7 degrees when I woke up this morning. 7 in Brockport, 2 in Warsaw, 6 in South Bristol, and 10 in the city. So that's way off the pace for this time of the year. And current conditions right now have us at 14, west-northwest breeze at 5, and a feels-like temperature of 6. And it did feel like that at the bus stop this morning. It was nice to see some sunshine. You got to watch that glare this time of the year, though, as that sun is coming up off to the east. Does make that commute in from the west a little bit interesting. But satellite radar has large high pressure stacked up over New England. That means quiet weather. There is a storm system to our south that's going to be drifting out to sea, so no big deal as we watch that one. But bring you back home, there is a system for tomorrow. It's just going to kind of graze us. Watch this. You see some of that precip down towards the New York-Pennsylvania border. And as we go through Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, could we get a few sprinkles out of this? Sure. It's not going to be a big deal at all in the forecast. And in fact, after that, look at this.
Woo!
Remember like the mountain climber and Price is Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got the...
But this guy's not going to fall off.
No, sing it, Dan. Ole, ole.
How does it? I forget.
You don't. Ole,
Doesn't he whistle?
Ole, ole.
Well, you sang so beautifully last week.
Yeah.
We did twice, actually. You missed it.
I watched it.
You watched it?
I watched it.
Oh.
Yep.
What time are we on in Japan?
7 p.m. 7 p.m. the show starts.
Family-friendly hour, right? For a not-so-family-friendly show. Planning for, but apparently I was boring last week.
Oh, come on!
Sunshine in upper 20s. Tonight there's the big moon. Oh, by the way, the clouds stay thinned out for us. We do have a lunar eclipse to talk about. I'll see if I can dig something up for you on that. The extended forecast, seasonable on Wednesday, Thursday, kind of a rainy day, upper 40s. Spring air towards the end of the week, and Saturday, I would not be surprised. That was the first day that we clocked the 60 for this year, for 2026. We'll see about that. Still mild and low 50s. And we were talking about, wishing and dreaming for the St. Patrick's Day parade way down the road. It waffles back and forth wildly on the extended data. But, if we had to throw something at it right now, it looks like it would be possibly slightly above normal temperatures.
Delightful.
Precip, no chance this
Delightful.
far out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this Sunday, We spring ahead.
We do. We only have a few sunsets in the 6 o'clock hour during the late winter and spring. We kind of just skip over that entire hour because of that.
And go right to 7?
Yeah, right into the 7 o'clock hour.
It's glorious.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Spring ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Yipper.
Much more to get to this morning here on ARC Rochester.
We're back right after this. .34 this Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. We want to take the opportunity now to go behind the story as areas of the Middle East are on high alert for potential strikes following that joint action in the Middle East from Israel and the U.S.
In the last few minutes, the Pentagon has announced it is now 4 U.S. servicemen who have been killed, and we've learned that Kuwait has mistakenly shut down 3 American Strike Eagles. Those crew members have survived.
We are going to live to a local man in the Middle East. But first, National Desk's Christine Frizzau has the events from this past weekend.
Across the Middle East, scenes like this are intensifying. 9 Iranian warships have now been destroyed, with Iran's entire navy a target.
An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear weapons would be a dire threat to every American. We cannot allow a nation that raises terrorist armies to possess such weapons, would allow them to extort the world.
In response, there have been explosions near a U.S. military base in Erbil, Iraq. Thick smoke in Dubai, all following Saturday's large-scale coordinated attacks across Iran, an effort initiated by the United States and Israel, which within hours resulted in the deaths of 48 leaders, including Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, according to President Trump. The New York Times reporting U.S. intelligence played a crucial role after learning that a meeting of top Iranian officials would take place on Saturday in the heart of Tehran.
The world is safer today with the Ayatollah dead. The threat needed to be eliminated, not just its nuclear ambitions, but its ballistic missiles program, its funding of terrorism, and the oppression and slaughter of its own people.
The Washington Post reporting the U.S. decided to get involved following urging not just from Israel, but from Saudi Arabia. The country's crown prince Mohammed bin Salman now warning Iran it too will get involved if Iran launches another attack on Saudi soil. U.S. Central Command confirming 3 Americans were killed and 5 seriously wounded.
America will avenge their deaths and deliver the most punishing blow to the terrorists who have waged war against basically civilization.
President Trump predicting there may be more American deaths to come as the fight carries on. As Iranian state media is reporting U.S.-Israeli attacks at a girls' school resulted in the deaths of more than 150. Iran vowing to continue its fight and to avenge the death of its leader.
If President Trump didn't want to see Iran hitting back and pushing back, President Trump should have not started this war from the beginning. It was a war of choice.
President Trump says he will give immunity to those fighters in Iran who lay down their arms. He also is calling on Iranians to take their country back and says he fulfilled his promise to them that help is on the way. I'm Christine Frizzau reporting.
And again, an update, we have learned 4 Americans were killed. Several others have been seriously hurt after those large-scale attacks across Iran.
For more on that growing tension, that situation, we're joined by Tommy Mack, a Marine Corps veteran and Fairport resident who's currently in Abu Dhabi witnessing this firsthand. Tommy, thank you for taking time out of your day to speak with us. First and foremost, paint us a picture. Where are you?
So I am in Yas Island, which is in Abu Dhabi. It's kind of a resort area, if you will. It's where I'm staying. I'm currently here for work. Can't really mention what I do for work, but I am probably about 40 kilometers away from the nearest military installation, whether it be Emirati or U.S. based.
And Tommy, we saw on your social media you were posting pictures of text messages you were receiving or alerts warning you about the activity happening there. For somebody who didn't see it, tell us a little bit about the alerts that you were receiving.
So I had actually gotten alerts from my point of contacts first that basically said, don't come into work on Monday. They're evacuating. We'll keep you posted. And shortly thereafter, I started to hear a very noticeable thud in the sky, which most military members know what that looks like or what that sounds like. So I instantly kind of perked up and people started looking at me and wondering, and then the phone started going off, giving us kind of like the same kind of alerts that we would get if we had some type of natural disaster going on or tornado warning. This one saying, shelter in place, go into the nearest shelter. Basically, people were starting to get a little worried and scared and everything. And I had to kind of reassure some of the other people here at the hotel that, these are the alerts that we're getting. That's a good thing, because if they're actually sounding the air raid sirens, that's when you have to worry a little bit more.
I want you to go a little deeper into that reaction of what other hotel guests and other people you've spoken with out there are feeling and the environment that they're existing in. What are they telling you?
Mostly we're not really getting too much. We did get a notice this morning at around 12:20 a.m. That right now everything seems to be clear. Everybody can go back to kind of normal activities, but to constantly monitor what's going on and to obey any new messages that may come across. But other than that, for the most part, everything seems pretty lax right now from where we are, what our standpoint is. But we're not really getting any other intel from the Ministry of Defense or anything like that. So people right now are just kind of concerned about whether or not they're going to be able to get on a flight and get out. I'm technically supposed to leave on Saturday out of Dubai, but I'm not sure exactly how well that's going to go, because I do know that Dubai kind of got more of an attack than what we've got over here in Abu Dhabi.
And you said you're scheduled to go home this weekend. Do you have are you feeling like you're safe there right now?
I do. Right now, like I said, any alerts have been coming over our phones, and when I get an alert on my phone, I'm perfectly fine with following whatever the Ministry of Defense says that we should be doing. The only time that I would actually really get worried is when the air raid sirens would go off, but they haven't gone off in our area yet. They've been more inland, like I said, near more of the military bases that are out more inland from where I'm at.
And Tommy, forgive me, are you there by yourself?
For what I'm doing right now, I am, but there are colleagues that I have here that are kind of expats that work here, and they've been like on contract for a while.
And has your airline or their airlines reached out to you to say, hey, we know you're supposed to be traveling on Saturday, here's the current situation?
Nothing yet. And I don't necessarily anticipate anything coming in, but I will say that the Emirati government has been very, very welcoming to people who have been stranded. I do believe that the Crown Prince has ordered like all of the hotels in the area to take in and extend stays for people who are stranded. So the government has actually been very, very accommodating for everybody that's been here and kind of stuck until the travel ban has been lifted.
Well, we wish you the best. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us this morning. We really do appreciate it. Please stay safe, and you'll certainly be in our thoughts.
Yes, absolutely.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm. Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back. We're once again going with Chris Lopez, who is live at Aquinas.
We'll be right back. Don't forget, watch us on the go. We're streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This Friday, students from Aquinas will step into the ring to face off during the school's historic 94th annual Mission Bouts. It's a tradition that's been going strong for generations.
It has, and with one of the few remaining high school boxing programs remaining in the country, Aquinas has built quite a legacy with this. Chris Lopez is live there this morning, watching these athletes get ready, taking a look at their training routine, and probably learning a thing or two, right?
Yeah, I learned a little bit as we were making our way through the morning. I learned that all the kids are incredibly tough, and some of them, despite them being incredibly tough, they don't like any of the training, but that's par for the course when it comes to really conditioning. Everything else usually is pretty cool except for the conditioning. We're talking about legacy. Behind me here is an example of the legacy. You have the outstanding freshman boxer trophies, fighter of the night, fight of the night, different newspaper clippings from the different pretty much eras that this has been going on. Almost 100 years. I'm here with Coach Steve, Coach Josh, Coach Henry, overseeing the program now. You guys fought in the mission bouts. What was that atmosphere like when you guys hopped in the ring?
It was electric. It was absolutely, it's hard to put in words, but my fellow head coach and I, we put on a show and we blew.
You guys fought each other. In case anyone didn't see this segment before, you guys fought each other. What was that like, getting in the ring with one another?
You know, we had done it 100 times before, right? You know, it wasn't anything new other than getting in front of your friends and family and other people. Like I said, it gets the little stadium pulse. You get your legs get a little jello-y, but you go out there, you have fun, and you throw punches till you can't anymore, and hug each other at the end of the fight. Good job, and it was great, man. It was awesome. I'd do it again right now.
Do you think the kids are going to learn something on fight night that they didn't learn on training?
Yeah, they're going to learn a lot about themselves and how much they can actually do and accomplish. You know, it's nervous getting in front of there. You want to look good in front of your friends and family, and they're going to realize that they're capable of just that and so much more.
And Coach Steve, I want to go to you. What's it like overseeing this program, seeing the growth of the kids?
It's incredible watching kids, even from the point of regular everyday life, coming out of their shells. Yeah. Some of them started, they were in their heads a little bit. They didn't want to show their skills. They were nervous to show their skills. They were worried about the other people. Now they're oh, this is what I can do. I don't have to worry about these people. Their confidence is there, not only in sports, not only in the boxing, but as a person, their personalities are coming out.
I like that. Wonderfully said. And when it comes to seeing some of the slobber knockers that you guys have seen on there, what's that like, watching two kids go at it? You two were a part of that, but what's it like to watch that?
It's a little scary at first, but you find a lot of character in the ring when you go through something like that. You're constantly facing adversity, and to know that you can dish it right back, you learn a lot right in that moment right there.
Yeah. And a lot of boxing royalty has come here, including Muhammad Ali. He had his hands casted. That's incredible to have someone like that come here.
Yeah, it was such a cool experience for all the kids here at the time. We were barely born yet. You know, we were 2 years old when he was here. But he came, gave a little pre-fight speech to the kids, watched all their fights, signed autographs for them. Yeah, I mean, to have the mountain of boxing come to see us made us feel like the mountain of boxing for a while, and it was fun for everybody. It was cool.
Do you guys have any pressure taking over after Coach Dom?
Oh my God, yeah. So much pressure. The guy is, you know, he's only 4'10", and I feel like I got giant shoes to fill. You know, he's taught us so much about ourselves, about our life, about how much we can accomplish. Just like we said, you know, how much we can do and overcome, and you know, we just want to be able to pass his teachings on to that next generation of kids.
Looks like you guys are doing a good job out there. In my small window that I saw of your guys' training, Dan, pugilism is alive and well. I'm going to send it back to you in studio. Maybe you can learn something, Dan.
Oh,
they still have a few trainings left.
I'm sure.
Yeah, Dan, you should come here. Your left hook was weak, man.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay, you know, harsh words from somebody who didn't even box this morning.
Yeah, because he has fragile bones.
We have been boxing all morning here in the studio.
Broke my left hand on your kidney stone, Dan.
He said it was a kidney stone. I said no. I have kidneys of steel. That's what it is. That's what it was. All right, Lopez. Thank you.
Hey, when Arc Rochester returns, we are once again going behind the story this Monday morning.
We're back right after this. 8:53 this morning. We're continuing to follow the latest in the Middle East following those deadly strikes on Iran. And around the world and here in our region, people are sounding off.
We've been hearing from those with direct ties to Iran, some who are celebrating the death of Iran's supreme leader, as well as those upset by this military action.
For more on the situation, we're joined now by Monroe County's Director of Veteran Services. Nick, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak with us. We really appreciate it.
Sure. Pleasure to be here.
So take us back to Saturday, if you wouldn't mind. When we first learned of these strikes, what was your initial thought?
I'd been through a war already. I joined shortly after September 11th. And so I knew what it was like to be in the military during a time of war. I can remember my first deployment, walking by a staff sergeant who had been in probably 15 years and pulled me aside and said, "What's it like to only be in the fleet for 6 months and you're off to a combat zone?" Being on the outside of it is different. Being a community member, being a parent of a military child, it's a very different thing. I said this over the weekend. This president talks in a certain way where you don't hear him say certain things often. And one of the things that he said this weekend that he does not typically say is that the U.S. should be prepared for U.S. military casualties. And that hit home and should hit home to everyone in our community, especially those with family and friends in the military.
How do you interpret that?
I interpreted it exactly as he had said it and exactly as it happened this weekend. I think we're up to 4 or 5 now U.S. military service members that have been killed in this offensive. I'm certain there will be more. And our country has to remember that this is war. We lost thousands in the conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. We lost tens of thousands in Vietnam. And it is the worst part of going to war.
And you mentioned that you have a child who's in the armed services, and we can certainly appreciate that. And thinking of your son or daughter, are they safe right now? Have you checked in with them? Do you know how they're doing?
Yeah. My daughter just graduated from Navy boot camp. She's in her school right now for intelligence training. So I have no concerns over her safety now. But it is, there are lots of parents in our community who have children who are deployed right now. And secondly, it is a different thought when you consider your child serving in the military and then your child serving in the military during a wartime and actually doing the job that they're trained to do. As a parent, that makes it a little more horrifying. It makes it a little more real. I talk to my daughter a lot more now than I did before. I talk to her every day now. And I think as a community, we need to be doing that. And, if your kid calls and says, "Hey, I got this issue with my bank going on," or "My daughter needs her car right now at her school," I'm a little bit more willing to drive her car down to Virginia because I know what she's about to go into.
Nick, let me ask, as far as services that are available, if there are families out there with someone who may be deployed at some point, are there services for their loved ones, for their mom and dad who their only child now is going off to war?
Yeah, I don't know of any direct services that the government provides to those parents. The one thing that is really important for direct family members to know is if some type of emergency happens here while your loved one is deployed overseas, the Red Cross is who you contact immediately. The Red Cross does a wonderful job of communicating emergency situations to those who are deployed overseas. Any family of anyone serving in the military is always welcome to call us, 753-6040, if they have some type of need. We will help them do that. And this might just be a thing that the community is going to have to learn how to do again on the fly, is how to take care of each other. We did it during every single military conflict that we've ever been through. So if you know somebody that has someone deployed, be a little bit more willing to sit down and talk with them or support them because they're going through a lot.
We really do appreciate your time this morning, Nick. For somebody who's unfamiliar, can you give us an overview of what the Veteran Services does for those in our area?
Sure, really quick. Veteran Services is here to assist veterans in their process of doing any type of VA claim, whether that be disability, education, pension, whatever it is. If you don't know whether or not you qualify for a VA benefit, if that's financial or tax exemption, just call us. The worst thing that you can hear is no, you don't qualify. The best thing is financial security or healthcare. So again, 753-6040. If you're a family member or a veteran, please call us.
Nick Stefanovic, thank you so much for your time this morning. We greatly appreciate it, and for your service and your daughter's service as well.
Thanks, guys.
Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester.
We're back on the other side of the break.
In today's Political Pulse, we're continuing to follow breaking news after U.S.-Israeli strikes on Iran. A fourth U.S. service member has died. Hear from the defense secretary, who just wrapped up remarks. And we're also monitoring a report about potential plans to build an immigration detention facility inside the Keating building on State Street in downtown Rochester. I speak to a local congressman for his perspective about both topics. That's coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. ARC Rochester returns after this.
Yes, I know it's not you.
That one
it's
right
him.
there.
Well, you got to stay well hydrated.
Sure do. We're at Monday, folks. 9:04 this March 2nd. Thanks so much for joining us here on Arc Rochester. I'm Dan Schrack.
I'm Abby Friedman. That is meteorologist Mark McLean.
I'm the one trying to keep my job.
Really? You sure about that?
You're trying to keep it?
At least for another 56
6 hours?
minutes. Oh, that's right. You have the noon to do.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. Let's talk about the trivia.
Should I get the box?
No, you won't need that. You won't need that for today. We were talking about snowiest all-time days in March for Rochester. Here's the list. Here's the rundown. How much snow fell on the snowiest calendar day? Again, this will be midnight to midnight. We've had some doozies. This is the month of volatility, that's for sure, for weather. 22.3, March 4th, 1999. 29.8, March 1st, 1900. Was at 18.4 inches on March 6th, 1999, or 17.5 on March 11th, 1992.
You know what they say, in like a lion, out like a lamb.
Yeah. Well, I guess it kind of came in like a lamb. Lori, Marlene, Florence, Ron, David all have A. Julie has D. Lots of A's here. Ian, Mary, Yvonne, Barb have A. Sarah and Barbara have C this morning. Our next page has Sue and Paul and Becky, A or C. She's going for half the guesses there. Sandy's got A. Janet and Allison have B.
Holy
Laura,
moly!
Yeah, this is blown up since you left, Dan. Laura,
the show is finally doing well.
It's this is the second most popular segment that we have behind Truth or Trash, which is now nationwide. Laura, Cheryl and Dave have B. Jim has A. Lisa and her dad A. Richard and Eva A. And Jim's wife has D.
Okay, so my original thought, using my context clues, was B.
Yeah.
Because it was the only one not in the 90s. And I thought, this is a little Mark McLean, little switcheroo trick. But now I'm not sure, because it does seem like a lot of snow. What was it, 29 inches?
29.8
yeah,
in a calendar day.
But they had shorter rulers then.
That's over an inch an hour.
Let's go with it. I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Leave this board up for a second. You're going to both go with B?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Why not?
I mean, I'll do it if you want to do something else.
A lot of people had A.
They did. So you go A, I'll go B.
Okay.
All right. It was B.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Now listen, look at 1999. If you were here in March of 1999, we had back-to-back nor'easters. Add those two together. We had 45 inches of snow in 3 days.
So are either of those dates for March or
These are all
99?
real. These are all real snow.
They are
real snow amounts. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So that was pretty wild. Let's see, was also a record. Oh yeah, that's right. 2.98 inches of liquid precipitation on that date too. So this was a real sloppy, heavy, wet snow. Yeah, a gross snow is probably the way to say it. 3 inches of liquid equivalent buried in that snow. I'm sure there was flooding after that back in 1900. Of course, we didn't have the dam to the south. Look at this little guy.
Look at that.
Tim's new puppy.
Oh my gosh, adorable.
These pictures keep getting cuter, and they're seasonally appropriate. Some of them are in the snow. We love to see the pics of your pups. We run the Muddy Paw / Snowy Paw Outlook each morning, and you can share your photo.
Doesn't have to be a pup, though.
Doesn't have to be a pup. We had a bald eagle on Friday. We had a turtle on once, right?
Mm-hmm. We had parrots.
We had alpacas. I know, it's been all sorts. Scan that QR code. Send us the photos. No issues out there today, although it is going to be a little chilly for the pup. Wet paws tomorrow. Wednesday dries out. Thursday, we may have to watch for a little towel time. We'll see if we upgrade that one as we get a little bit closer. But hey, let's talk about this. Total lunar eclipse. This is later tonight, and the weather may cooperate for us. This is going to partially begin at about 4:50 in the morning. By about 6:30 in the morning, you're going to see the moon just go completely red up in the sky. This is just before sunrise, so that may add a little bit of a difficulty to this. But as we go through the morning by 8:17, that ends. So if you have some time and you want to watch during Good Day Rochester, we'll see if we can get this live on the air if the cloud cover cooperates with us. And that's one thing we'll watch. Future weather today, it's nothing but sunshine. You see just a few clouds out there. And then early tonight is mainly clear, but there comes the high clouds. This is 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. So to see that, we may see it through some thin cloud cover by 7:30, 8 o'clock. Still not overcast for all of western New York. So I think there's a chance that we could squeeze that in. And then later Tuesday night into Wednesday, just the small chance that we get a little bit of rain or wet snow as a weak storm system slides on by. But we've got our webcam view back. Lots of sunshine out there for you. It is 17 after a morning low of 10. It feels like it's 8 degrees. And New York State Mesonet temps showing 11 in Warsaw, 16 Clifton Springs, and the quote
Get to the good stuff, will you?
I know. I'm trying. Satellite radar, wide view has cold high pressure over us, and that's why it's so darn cold this morning. That's an Arctic high sitting up over the top of us, and that storm system to the south keeps dragging away. So behind that, the temperature starts to warm up. I think this is what Dan was talking about, the good stuff, right? Back above average by Wednesday. And hey, spring air marching in. This will be next weekend. So you got to save the good stuff for the end, right? Second week of, so this will be this weekend, second week of March, 50s and 60s. We'll see if it goes a little bit beyond that with some of that. But the hour by hour today is going to be in the upper 20s. We'll see that temperature on the extended forecast move back into the 50s towards the weekend, possibly near 60 on Saturday, and still mild for Sunday. Deep down the road, we'll have to just kind of wait and see and watch for the following weekend for the parade weather.
I'm excited, though. The parade is always fun.
Yeah.
Getting there is no fun. Once you're there.
We have a lot of fun.
We do.
We always carpool.
You always carpool. So, yeah, you have a lot of fun getting there. No.
we bring some interesting things with us to the parade.
Yes. For everybody.
Absolutely.
We got to spread the wealth.
Absolutely.
You know.
No, lots of fun.
Yeah.
Lots of
You
fun.
just need to find somebody to carpool with, like Marty. You guys are nearby.
Oh, he could.
We are.
He could scoot
Yeah.
you on the way out.
Think of that.
Hey, it probably
Marty,
goes right
Chris,
by.
you.
Oh yeah.
Ashley.
Ooh.
You just carpool.
Now it's
Boom.
now it's turning into a nut bus.
Sorry, I'm like
He
volunteering.
stores all of us in the flatbed of the truck.
Jeez. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited too.
Yeah,
Rain,
it'll be good.
shine, as long as it's not like freezing.
Yeah, I can't do snow or cold.
We've had some that have been canceled for snow. We've had some that have been canceled for heavy rain and.
It doesn't look like that.
As long as it's not windy and rainy, that's the wind takes the fun out of everything.
Yeah.
For me anyway.
Yeah. Agreed.
But it doesn't seem like that right now.
Not right now. No.
Okay.
No.
Look at that.
18 days.
Let's go.
18
And
days.
we're already in meteorological spring.
We are, and we're already gaining 3 minutes of visible day length per day. The sun angle in the sky is going up 0.4 of a degree a day now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Making dinner last night in the kitchen. Sun was streaming in.
That feels
I was
good.
like, I
That
feel like a
feels
human
good.
again.
Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we are celebrating the importance of reading.
And don't forget, you can watch us on the go. We're streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
9:14 this Monday morning, we are celebrating National Read Across America Week, highlighting the power that storytelling has on young minds.
From first words to confident readers, kids are discovering how reading can spark imagination and build lifelong skills.
This morning, we're joined by children's speech language pathologist and award-winning author Joanne Grammich for some advice on how parents and educators can encourage kids to pick up a book. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Abby. Nice to meet you, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's dive right into this. For someone sitting at home, a mom or a dad or a grandparent saying to themselves, I wish Johnny or Susie read more, how can we encourage them to do so?
Okay, so for starts, it's important for parents and caregivers to know that they're not just reading a book with their child, they're tapping into their children's language skills, promoting the brain growth, and also adding to it that confidence so children feel confident when they go out and learn. During shared reading, parents can, the children and the parents combined, the children are learning new words, sharing ideas, and then that extra layer of confidence is enhanced, which allows the children to feel, again, comfortable, safe, and seen, and supported, which when they're exploring the world around them, right? That's what we want. We want them to feel comfortable when they go out and about, or even with their own family members. So that, because once they have that feeling of comfort, then they're open to learning, right? You don't want them to be shy and timid and scared. You want to make them comfortable.
Absolutely. I think for a lot of kids, they don't like reading because maybe they're not good at it. They, are in reading groups in school and they're like, okay, I'm never gonna get good at this. I don't like it. Reading is just not my thing. What would you say to that kid?
Well, there's so many ways to make it engaging and fun, right? Role play, tapping into your skillful mind and imagination. I mean, I work with children all the time, and we're always getting up and acting out the characters, and then going back and tracking the words and trying to enhance the vocabulary and learn about the vocabulary. I've been doing a winter theme these days, this last month, Arctic animals, talking about that white, furry, fuzzy polar bear and having one, the visual image, having that stuffed animal in front of them. Acting out the animals, talking about the animals, there's where they live, using the gestures to talk about, the polar bears are up at the tippy top of the world. Just make it it's really simple. Just make it engaging and fun. And at the same time, the educational component is coming in.
You were talking a moment ago about some stuffed plushies, and you have two here. Tell us about these two.
Well, these are Ruby and Louie. They're, like you said, stuffed plushies or storytime companions, and they're here to help children inspire a love of reading for children and lifelong learning. So something as simple as this can be a reading buddy, right? To make a child feel comfortable and want to learn.
That's excellent.
Love it.
What about reading out loud to your kids? Is that still something that's like really encouraged, or is it more, let's read alongside one another? When I'm working with preschoolers, believe it or not, they're not expected to be reading just yet. But I have them track the words and then point to the pictures, and they love it. And as soon as I open up a book now, their finger is right at the first word. So that's a building block to when they get a little older, that they'll start tracking, reading, looking at the pictures, answering the questions, building sentences. It's all a combination. So.
And for someone who may say to themselves, I've not found the genre that works for my kid yet. We've tried the science, we've tried the family, that nothing's clicking with them yet. How do you experiment? What paths do you take to try? Because there has to be that love of the subject, right?
Right. Again, for me, I could have a snowflake in an empty room with a child and build on that. It's bringing that excitement, that wonder, and that magic, and tapping again into their imagination, and let them think in their mind, whatever they want to express about whatever the topic is. So, I mean, I never have any issue with any children bringing, them saying, well, I don't want to read this, it's boring. That's because I I over-exaggerate what we're doing. I bring that excitement to the table, so then they stay engaged and they also participate. And again, it's not just sitting there scrolling through the book. It's getting up and acting out the parts, acting out the scenery, acting out the characters, which brings everything to life, right? Instead of dry, boring. Make it fun. You know, that's what kids are fun, you know?
Absolutely.
For sure. It is Read Across America Week. We're going to be, I'm sure, talking about this all week long. But real quick, before we run out of time, why is it so important? It might seem silly. Why is it so important that our kids know how to read and have a love for reading?
Well, reading is fundamental, right, for everything we do. They have to start building the reading blocks, get the language skills going, get the literacy skills going, so they can have success with their academics going forward. Reading it's in every situation we're in, right? We need to read, so we want our kids to be able to move forward. Start with the basic tasks, move to the more complex tasks, and again, eventually graduate, go out and get a job. And along the way, find out what you're interested in, which is key too, right? To kind of that tapestry of figuring out who you are. So reading is fun. You learn so much. The knowledge is key. You just want to expand your brain, and you want to be able to have those important conversations with people like you, right? Everyday moments count. So we want to be able to learn when we're learning in school. We want to be able to take that topic knowledge and talk with somebody else about it. Right, we want to be able to be comfortable having the conversations.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate
Thank you.
it. Absolutely.
We're going to be talking about Read Across America Week all week long. Time right now, 9:21. When we come back, Steph will be here. She's breaking down some of our top political stories.
Political Pulse coming your way next.
It's time for a political pulse check here on ARC Rochester. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth speaking out moments ago in support of the U.S.-Israeli strikes on Iran.
This is not a so-called regime change war, but the regime sure did change, and the world is better off for it. We hope the Iranian people take advantage of this incredible opportunity. President Trump has been clear, now is your time. To Iranian security forces, choose wisely.
Now, that press conference came after U.S. Central Command said a fourth service member was killed in Operation Epic Fury. The unidentified person died from serious injuries sustained during the attack. Yesterday, President Trump said more deaths are possible and the conflict could continue for weeks. Iran already launching retaliatory attacks in the region. Lawmakers are expected to be briefed about the operation, as many are split over the rationale behind the strikes and the president's authority to carry them out. And also here at home, the Department of Homeland Security remains shut down amid a report about plans to build an immigration detention center in the federal Kenneth B. Keating building in downtown Rochester. Several Democratic leaders have condemned the effort, pointing out the federal courts and daycare inside. For the congressional perspective on the Iranian strikes and detention center plans, I'm joined by Representative Joe Morelle. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining me.
Good morning, Stephanie.
So I first want to start off with that briefing that you heard me mention earlier. It's expected as soon as tomorrow, I believe. What have you learned about what you're going to be briefed on?
Well, virtually nothing. One of the challenges of dealing with Donald Trump and the Trump administration is he essentially doesn't even acknowledge that there's a Congress most of the time. It is very clear in the Constitution that the power to declare war is in the hands of the Congress. And the president, despite the fact that we apparently have no imminent threat to the United States, acted outside of his jurisdiction in authorizing these strikes. It's really interesting. Excuse me. You have an Iranian government that is fanatical, that is oppressive, that has killed its own citizens. So, they are clearly not any government to be sympathetic for or have any sympathies with. Certainly my sympathies lie with the Iranian people. Despite that, the president doesn't have the authority to do this without congressional authorization. So both things can be true at the same time.
And I know that House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries wants to push a vote on that War Powers resolution to limit the president's ability to take any further action in Iran. What are your thoughts about that resolution, and is there bipartisan support behind it?
Well, we'll find out. Certainly, I think it's being co-authored by a Republican in the House. I suspect, though, it will go largely down partisan lines, which I think is unfortunate. But this is very clear. Past initiatives, whether it was George Bush, the first, George Bush the second, came to the United States Congress for authorization under the War Powers Act to be able to initiate these kinds of military actions. So, this is very clear. The Constitution was written because the framers feared what kings and dictators had done throughout the centuries, which is initiate wars and then tell people they were for the good of the people, but oftentimes it was for the good of the monarch and didn't represent the interest of the people. That's why the framers insisted that this power lie with Congress, not with the president.
And I'm wondering your thoughts, because you just said what evidence of an imminent threat. You had also said in a statement what evidence of that imminent threat as well. What would you be looking for? Because the defense secretary had said this morning that the mission was clear: destroy the missile threat, destroy the Navy, no nukes. What do you make of that?
Well, first of all, Donald Trump 7 months ago said we had eliminated the nuclear problem. He said they had been obliterated and there was no need to do anything further. It's not likely that was true then. It's probably not likely whatever he says is true now. The president has a way of really playing with the facts and the truth. But Secretary Hegseth just said something else, which is that we're not seeking regime change. That's exactly what the president said we were doing over the weekend, that we were going to affect regime change. So, look, the American people should be prepared. One of two things is going to happen. Either we're going to stop this soon, in which case you haven't changed anything because the same people are in charge in Iran today as were over the weekend. Maybe not the same individuals, but it's the same regime. Or alternatively, we are going to be in for a much longer engagement, and we will unfortunately put into danger the men and women in our military. Let's make sure we have a real strategic goal, that there is in fact an imminent threat to the United States. Again, all this being said, Iran is not a good partner on the world stage. They don't play by the rules. They are not only do they engage themselves, but they encourage proxies throughout the region that have been terrorists, whether it's Hezbollah or Hamas or the Houthis in Yemen. I mean, they are purveyors of terror. So I have no sympathies for the Iranian government and would like to see democracy take hold in Iran. But there's a way to do things properly and there's a way not to. And unfortunately, when it comes to the Trump administration, you can pretty much guarantee that they're going to do things without a regard to the Constitution or United States law.
And is there anything that lawmakers can do to sort of pave that diplomatic path forward as opposed to conflict?
Well, look, we're going to continue to push, and I hope the War Powers Resolution gets a real hearing in the House. I think there are a number of Republicans in the Senate that support it as well, who are very concerned about the president's overreach here. Look, if you took this to its logical conclusion, every bad regime in the world, whether it's North Korea or Russia or President Xi's regime in China, if we're going to do this, we're just going to start attacking people. It's going to lead to cataclysmic results and disaster for the American people. So this needs to be really thought out and done in consultation with Congress. That's what the Constitution requires. That's what the law requires. And there's a reason for it, which is it keeps Americans safe.
We've got time for two more questions, so I want to transition now to the plans for that detention center in the Keating building downtown. What have you learned, if anything, about these plans, and how soon could construction start?
Yeah, again, I know virtually nothing because the Trump administration doesn't communicate with Congress. We're the elected representatives who are elected every other year by the people in our communities. We're supposed to be consulted with. It's a federal building that has a daycare center. It has the federal courts, people coming in and out every single day. It has federal employees. There are, as you know, protesters almost every day in front of the federal building. That's people's right to do it. You're going to put all this, you're going to put detention of people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right on the first floor of that building, from what I understand. And all the information I've gotten is from Senator Schumer, because we have gotten no information from the administration, even though this is in downtown Rochester and would be very simple to consult with me, the mayor, the county executive.
And I am wondering, with the Department of Homeland Security currently shut down, we have not heard back since reaching out to them. Are there any plans for Democrats to be able to come up with a plan with Republicans to reopen the DHS at this point?
Well, look, we have a proposal, which I strongly support, which would fund TSA, the Coast Guard, would fund many of the functions of Homeland Security. But we're not going to give in on the question of whether or not we're going to fund ICE and the larger DHS budget that relates to the border enforcement until there are major reforms of ICE and the way they operate. No more masks. Residents and community members need to know who you are, be able to see your badge, see your face, like we do any law enforcement official in the entire United States. We want body cams on every ICE agent. So we are not going to fund the ICE until there are major reforms. But the other parts of DHS, I think we are very anxious to get funding for so we can continue to support their missions.
Congressman Morelle, I want to thank you so much for your time this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Stephanie.
And be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
9:35 this Monday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. Okay, throughout the week, downtown Rochester is serving up a taste of the Flower City and everything they have to offer with a 7-day celebration called Eat Up Rock Downtown Restaurant Week.
Yeah, the event highlights local eateries, and throughout this week, we'll be showcasing a restaurant each and every day. Today, we're joined by Bryce Spadafora, the retail manager at Farmhouse Table Midtown Cafe, and RDDC's president and CEO, Galen Brooks. Good morning to the both of you. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, so we talked last week about Downtown Restaurant Week, but for somebody who's just tuning in, give us a quick little overview of what exactly it is.
Absolutely. So it's the Downtown Restaurant Week. It's called Eat Up Rock, and we have 25 plus participating restaurants. It is your chance to come downtown, rediscover all of the incredible culinary talent that is in the heart of Greater Rochester. It's really phenomenal. So we have it running through March 8th, so the end of this upcoming weekend, and we're just really so excited to be able to show off the talent that is there. So come check it out, and the website is eatuprock.com.
And you brought some of that local culinary talent with you, Galen. And I can't get over the smell.
It smells so good.
It smells so good in here.
I just pulled these out of the oven, so we're doing kind of a special this week. We've got a maple ghee cinnamon roll. We kind of wanted to do specials that feature local Rochester products. So we're featuring Oshi ghee. It's a local ghee, which is like a clarified butter that's made here in Rochester. And I'm gonna put together kind of a maple glaze to go on top, super tasty.
Yeah, super tasty, I think is like an understatement.
Super fragrant.
Yeah, okay, so maple glaze, so is it vanilla? Is that maple syrup?
Little bit of vanilla extract,
Okay.
and then we're gonna do maple syrup.
Great.
Keep it kind of
How much powdered sugar is in there?
This is about like a 1.5 cups powdered sugar.
I'm taking mental notes so I can make a batch of this and just eat it from the bowl later on.
Definitely, and then maybe like a 1/3 cup maple syrup.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna thin it out with a little bit of 50/50.
All right, great.
You can use milk too if that's what you have. This is a good way too, like if you're making cinnamon rolls at home and you kind of want to do something a little bit different, add a little bit of maple syrup to your glaze, and I think that's
What is the
super
key
good.
to making a good cinnamon roll?
Ooh, key to making a good cinnamon roll. So what we're doing with this one actually, there's the ghee, not only have we been using it kind of in our glaze at the cafe, but we've been using it in place of melted butter. So I think anytime you can get that melted butter anywhere, I brushed it with melted butter when they came out of the oven. I think it just adds a little bit of extra flavor.
Let me ask, for someone who has only ever made Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, and they want to zhuzh it up, they want to do something like this. What's the secret to making sure those bad boys don't dry out?
Ooh, you know, definitely if you're making them from like scratch, giving them time to kind of rest, making sure that, you know, that dough stays hydrated. But even if you're doing like the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, just being sure not to overcook them. Don't leave them in the oven for too long. But brush them with a little melted butter when you take them out of the oven, and then some sort of glaze.
And they stay, listen, as much of that glaze you can put on, they'll stay moist.
Oh, I will, yeah.
We have about 30 seconds left. So what else? That's salt, I'm assuming?
A little bit of salt just to kind of balance out that sweetness, and then right on top, I'm doing a lot of it. I hope you guys don't mind.
That is
You're not going to have anyone.
Zero
have anyone say anything. And what is this?
Oh, and then I'm
Can't
glad
forget
you reminded
that.
me. Yeah, so this is a little bit of maple sugar because we really wanted to have some like good maple flavor in this. So I'm gonna sprinkle that right on top because I don't think you can have enough of that. So a little bit of that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Do we get to eat this?
Listen.
We can, yeah.
If you want to plate them up. Galen, for someone who wants to learn more about Restaurant Week, remind us of the website one more time.
Absolutely, thank you. It's eatuprock.com. We've got 25 plus participating restaurants, a little bit of something for everyone. Patron Saint, Branca, Sagra Italia, Tapas 177, Lila's, the Richmond. If you know a downtown restaurant, it's on there. So check it out. You can get a deal and you can come enjoy your downtown.
Fantastic.
Listen, It's when in Rome, my friends. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we are taking you behind the curtain for Palmac's upcoming musical.
You can't. I gotta eat this.
You
This
don't
is
want
so
to miss it.
insanely good.
And don't forget, you can catch us wherever you're headed this morning. Arc Rochester is always streaming live on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back right after this.
Welcome back. The students at Palmyra-Macedon High School are getting ready to take the stage this week with a classic musical that's all that jazz.
Do the jazz hands. Gotta do the jazz hands. The cast and crew are hard working to bring Chicago, the teen edition, to life. Joining us with a preview of all of the glitz and glamour are some of the cast members. Thank you all so much for coming in this morning. Can we go down the line and everyone introduce yourself? Tell us your grade as well and the character you play.
Emily, do you want to start?
My name is Emily McClellan, and I play Velma Kelly.
I'm Isaac Eubank. I play Amos.
I'm Peyton Cotterman, and I play Matron Mama Morton.
I'm Tyler Janacek, and I play Billy Flynn.
I'm Havana Sullivan, and I play Roxy Hart.
Excellent. Okay, so I think everybody in some way, shape, or form is familiar with Chicago. But give us a quick little overview for somebody at home who's thinking, okay, I don't remember this. I probably saw it. I probably have heard it.
Of course. So Chicago follows the story of Roxy Hart. She's an aspiring vaudeville singer, and she gets sent to jail after murdering her illicit affair partner in the hopes for glitz and glory. And while in prison, she meets matron Mama Morton and Velma Kelly, who are all part of the showbiz, but also in jail for murder.
Yeah. And honestly, the whole theme of the musical is just like corruption and, you know, the lengths that people will go to be famous and fame versus infamy and stuff like that.
And what are the lengths that people will go to be famous in the show?
You know, another big part of the show is how fast news goes through Chicago, especially crime. So Roxy her story gets overshadowed by another murder that happens. And so in order to get the spotlight again, Roxy actually fakes a pregnancy. So she does a lot of, not great things during the show just to stay in the spotlight, and I think that really speaks to her character a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What has the rehearsal process been like? We're looking at pictures just a second ago, and it looks like a lot of fun.
Oh,
you guys look like you're having a horrible time.
Oh, really? It's a blast. It's a blast. Does anybody else want to take this one?
How rehearsals going?
Rehearsal.
I'll do it. Rehearsals are great. The cast is like the best. I just love being there. Even, doing the show is one thing, but actually just being with everyone, that's probably the best part.
For someone who may be familiar with the movie or the stage musical, how does the teen edition vary?
So most of the songs are the same coming from the movie to the teen edition of the musical.
Yeah.
There's one or two extra songs in the teen edition that aren't in the movie itself, but in the Broadway show.
Yeah.
A couple of songs are cut down, but other than that, it's pretty consistent.
Wow, okay.
Wonderful. Do you guys have and not all of you have to answer, but just in general, is there a particular moment, a particular scene, a song that you really love and you're excited for people to see?
Oh, there's so many.
Oh, yeah.
Evie, do you want to start?
I would say I'm very excited for people to see the end of Act 1, which is when me and Havana perform My Own Best Friend. It is just so fun, and you can put, there's so much emotion going into it. At first, it's like, you're mad, but then it kind of shifts. It's like, I can do this, I am my own best friend. And it's just such a good song, because we're, singing together. It's just so wonderful.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is When You're Good to Mama, that Peyton sings.
Oh, yeah.
She kills it every time, and it's so good.
I think my two favorites are I Can't Do It Alone and Mr. Cellophane. They're very enjoyable to watch.
Agreed.
I do have my own mic. My favorite has got to be, it's surprisingly not one of mine. It's Evie here. She has I Can't Do It Alone, and she's just begging Havana here just to be back in the limelight, and she's dancing her heart out and singing her heart out. It's it is a marvel every time it's on
so
stage,
impressive.
especially with the band, whether the orchestra. Oh my gosh.
I would say one of my favorites to be in is Both Reach for the Gun. Me and Tyler, we kind of are at the center of that one. I pretend to be a puppet, and he's controlling me and stuff. And it's honestly one of the most famous songs, I think, from the show. I think a lot of people our age will recognize it from TikTok and stuff like that. So that's one of my faves. But I would say one that's not mine is Mr. Cellophane. I think Isaac's acting is just so, it almost makes me cry every time he does.
Wow.
I feel bad for how I treat him during the show, honestly.
Rave cast reviews, you gotta check it out.
Yes.
Chicago at Palmac. Dates, time, where do we go to get ticketings?
Okay.
Okay. March 6th, 7th, and 8th. The 6th and 7th is at 7 o'clock, and the 8th is at 2 o'clock. And also, if you are a senior citizen, come by the
Thursday showing. It is at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
And you can get tickets on the Palmac website.
Palmac website.
Very
Perfect.
good.
And we'll post all of that information and much more on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Time right now, 9:47. When we come back, Dan has a few tricks up his sleeve, a couple gifts to hand out.
Maybe. I'll tell you more on the other side of the break.
7:50. Welcome back. If you've been watching the morning show at all, you probably noticed Dan was MIA last week, but he's back. Adventures far, far away, and apparently you've brought along some gifts.
I did. I brought some stuff back for the set. I just thought it would be fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I went to Korea and I went to Japan. It was my second time in Japan, and it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous country. But yeah, I went to one of their stores. It's called Don Quixote or Mega Donkey. And it's just anything and everything you could ever imagine all in one store.
Wow. Okay.
It's an American superstore on steroids.
Wow.
Is what it
Wow.
is. You can get a suit and a steak 2 aisles away from each other.
That's great.
It's really incredible. So we're going to go through that. This one I can't show you, unfortunately. I'm not allowed. But I'm gonna hand it to Mark. Don't take it out of the bag.
Whatever. Seriously, do not.
Don't take it out of the bag.
I haven't seen it.
It's making noises.
I know.
Oh my God.
Because it's moving.
I saw it earlier, so here you.
Oh no!
Okay.
No!
It winds up. How
And
Yes.
it was like,
It's not any better.
that was really close.
I've never been so thankful for a super in my entire life.
Your face is the color of your tie, Dan.
Oh my God. So this is the logo of the blue donkey.
Saved by a super.
I don't know. It's a bird.
That's cute.
Okay, and then I got this. This is hot eye care mask. Open that up.
Ooh. What are you saying?
I don't know. We're Ashley said to open everything.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I got to.
Are these treats?
Yeah, these I don't know what they are.
Uh-oh.
It looks like
You know exactly
flavored
what they are.
with fruit juices.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I honestly couldn't tell you what they are.
Okay.
Maybe
Oh,
grapefruit
yeah.
juice?
Me and my masks at night.
This, none of this is in English, so Steph, open that up.
Okay.
I think
Am I
that's
really
an
supposed to
edible
open this?
product.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Do it.
A spring
special.
Okay.
Now, do you wet it?
I don't know.
Or do you just put it on? You've got to wet
They're
it.
like little snack packs.
You'll have to
And I think it has
Like you
a
can't
variety
reuse
of
these.
different-
You can't
Yeah.
reuse these though. After I
This one is filled, and usually those are good.
don't want to put
You
it on.
think Dan is using these in the middle of the night?
I want to say that all of
I
this is
got some fun socks right here,
Not as fun as these.
And they have
masks.
toes.
because that's
They get
enjoyable.
individual
I can
toes.
see you.
Is that matcha?
Matcha.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Aw, Steph loves it.
Yeah.
Marty, open this. It's a blind box. I don't know.
Oh, no. Is this
Oh,
the same
no.
thing where I should
No, I
fear
don't,
for my
that I
job
don't
of it?
think you have to be.
What do we got in this
concerned
little bag?
about. Abigail. Oh, that I think it's food.
Yeah.
Of
Oh,
some
yeah.
sort. I don't know what.
It's a
I
variety
genuinely
pack.
have no idea. I was just intrigued. I think there.
Do I eat it?
might be. I don't know.
Is it a banana?
Is that
Should I bite it?
Is that like a candy hot dog?
No, it's a banana, but it's
probably.
not a normal
Wow, this
banana.
thing is sealed.
Yeah.
Some fake sushi shrimp, and it says "Do not
Wow.
eat."
This
Okay,
is,
clearly.
Is it pungent?
smell.
Oh. That smells like liquor.
I feel like I can
smell it from here.
That smells
Yeah.
like alcohol.
It's pretty strong.
Bite it. Open it. Try it, Marty.
Ooh.
He's breaking a piece.
Marty!
I'll just
Eat it.
It's like a hot. Oh, it's got a filling in the inside. It's like a hot dog bun with.
Well,
I don't
eat
know
it.
what that is.
Oh, those look like fun.
Oh,
it was
my
like it was kind of
Cookie dough
banana
Kit
flavor.
Cookie dough
Yeah.
Kit Kat.
Try the center.
I guess we can force
This is some
one of
sort
these
of cat
down.
toy.
We've got. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We've got salted caramel
I can figure out how
classic,
to
white
open it.
chocolate peanut butter, and hazelnut Kit
Get
Kats.
me on the peanut butter.
And
Because that's
one of-
fun.
Let's do that one.
30.
Oh, it's like the
30
Canadian ones.
We'll have to
Steph,
figure these
open
out in
that.
the break.
It's a blind bag.
Okay. Is there?
We're all going to
is
do
this
lip
edible?
masks later on. And
How did you get all of this back? You only got a carry-on.
I packed a suitcase in my carry-on.
Oh my goodness.
to
you put
bring
it in
everything
water,
back.
and
Peanut
it
butter Kit
becomes-
Kat going down.
Oh.
And this is Baby Jesus.
Oh, he made it. He made the trip.
I brought him with me. There he is.
yeah.
He's on the plane there. Next, he's riding a bus with me there.
Nice.
I think that's Korea. And then there's from my hotel room.
Give him the backstory on Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus, he was, well, we got to toss a break. We'll be right back.
Oh, there you are. So cute. We'll be right back.
Okay, running really low on time. Mark, fresh foot for you.
Oh, great.
A blind box to open. We're going to do glove masks. I did get you something for acne back here, but they wouldn't let me buy it. They told me I needed a prescription and I had to go to the pharmacy. We'll see you here tomorrow.
Bye.